today's action, so make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you guys live with us, get the plays in real time, and of course participate in our chat. We always welcome you there in the chat room. Before we get underway, just a couple of things. I want to make note here of our promo code. You can save 20% off all our premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys, so go ahead and post your picks in the comments. And pay a visit to our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the link to the hot cappers, get signed up to some of our long-term passes. We can see here Ramon here has been an absolute fire, approaching now 6,000 units of profit. Who thought we were just calling him the 5,000 unit man, and we're getting close to 6,000 now. He's been on fire. Mindy as well, fantastic performance. Got Hollywood Sam, who's been on an absolute tear this week. You see the last 7 days, his number has been fantastic. Tiffany back up there where she belongs, up on the leaderboard this year. Past 7 days, been on absolute fire. Again, some of our newbies coming in here, like Ralph and of course the Riddles coming in here as well. We should hear from Tim. I got a shoot, just got a notice of a shoot at an hour from now, so I got to move here. But anyway, guys, click the links, get signed up to our long-term passes. You'll see them available here today. Best Bets offer great value there as well. So go ahead and select your favorite capper and get on board with their Best Bets. $15 premium picks. They are promotional. Each capper can designate a play on their card as a $15 premium pick. To enhance their service to new and existing customers, 3 packs offer great value as well. So get on board. And of course, you'll check out our pick ticker. If you prefer to buy the plays a la carte, you'll see them there with team versus team information. All right, let's get this edition of Game Day Picks underway. So let's take a look at who's on the show today. With us is Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. All right, let's get underway. Let's welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll catch her over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see she's been on fire. Hope you caught the morning steam this morning. Lots of great content there. Ready to go with Mindy. Mindy, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. How are you today?
Doing awesome. Oh, yeah, pretty busy. Of course, getting ready to look at 15 baseball games as well today for tomorrow. So there's a lot going on today, as you can imagine here, Mindy. But anyway, we got hockey on the board tonight as the Maple Leafs are home to the Panthers here. Maple Leafs favored -150 with a total of 7.
Yeah, it increases your workload as well getting into baseball here. I think we have like 27 games to cover tomorrow. So definitely make sure you check us out in the morning. But today we're covering a little bit of NHL on a small card, only 3 games here today. It's the Panthers that are 15-19 on the road this season versus the Maple Leafs, who are 25-7 at home. The Panthers here, they're trying to end a 4-game losing streak. But it's one of those that they aren't playing so hot here as of late. I mean, they just allowed 3 power play goals in their last outing here on Monday. The Maple Leafs, on the other hand, they are winners now of their last 3 of 5, with one of those being against this Panthers team here, where they beat them 6-2. They've beat them a couple times this season. The other one had been 5-4 also. And it's one of those that the Maple Leafs, they've only played in, 1 out of their last, 7 games, that it hasn't been, where they're well into the 7 goals or more. And it's the same thing here with the Panthers. Over their last 9, they haven't, really gotten under a 7 total either. So we're definitely going to take a look at the total here today. The Predators have basically, I mean, just been scoring an absolute ton of goals, giving up a ton of goals, been up as high as 11 or 12 goals here over the last week or so. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this one here, going over the total today. The Maple Leafs have also won by 2 in 5 of their last 6 meetings here today. So yeah, I'm going to take over the total here of 7 today.
All right, Mindy here going over total here, 7 in this one tonight on the ice here. Of course, looking at the Swimsuit Florida and the Montreal here as you're looking at, again, a lot of totals here, this time of the year, because we're seeing these big lines in some of these games. Although it's not too bad here for the home team Leafs here, -150. But as you said, goals galore here from Florida. Of course, the defense is kind of the issue here in this 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty wild, especially how these two teams have played against each other. If I take a look at head-to-head, the total has been set to 7 in 5 of those games, and they are 4-0-1 to the over. So they've only pushed that 7 once, and they went over the 7 goals the 4 other times when it's been set to that. The over is also 7-1 the last 8 meetings here head to head, and 5-0 in the last 5 here in Toronto. So this definitely looks like an over total here today. I'm guessing the Maple Leafs take this one pretty handily, kind of like how they have in the past. I almost expect them to cover the puck line here today.
All right, Mindy here on Panthers Maple Leafs over the total of 7 goals. This one have a start time here, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Of course, I'll put the numbers up there again. She's been an absolute fire here. 2,731 units of profit here for the document over at Tony'sPicks.com. So tonight, NBA on the board. A good card, 10-game card from the NBA. Few on the ice as well. Heading into, baseball for tomorrow. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, so I only have one premium play in the NHL tier today out of the 3 games. I gave out a free pick here. Ramon and I came up with another pick today, so make sure you go ahead and check us out on the replay of the morning steam. Also, I think there's about 10 games tonight in the NBA. I have a 3-pack available there as well. I think I've hit about my last 7 NBA, so ready to keep that one rolling here as well. But instead of getting, one of these, single day or same day passes, let's go ahead and get you working on something a little bit longer term, perhaps a 7-day pass. Right now, that's probably been one of my best sellers, so you can go ahead and take a look at that one. We can really get you started here for when it's time to go ahead and come in full strength here on baseball. So we're going to go a little bit quicker probably than I like. I look to my partner, Ramon. He's been studying up on baseball. I'm going to do my best here over the next couple days to get going here without having all of the stats that I like to collect, so we can come up with some good picks here for game day picks. Also see there's a lot of folks out here on Discord today already putting out their picks for Major League Baseball here as well. So I think we're in good company with all of the folks in the Discord. Mindy, Ramon, Tony gives out his free picks. So we'll have lots of options here in order to make this baseball season successful. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout as well on all of those premium packages that you purchase.
That's right. I got Mindy on over at Tony'sPicks.com. Of course, we'll flash the records up there again. As you can see, Mindy putting great results here over the past for the year here. 2,731 units of profit, all documented over at Tony's Picks. And tonight, as Mindy was mentioning, a 3-pack here for winning Wednesday action here on the board here on an NBA here, winning pack here for you, as well as NHL best bet on the board. So we got a couple plays here from Mindy, 4 plays here, premium plays up there. So get on board now. Instead of buying these plays individually, as we've talked about before, you can go with the longer term pass. You want to try Mindy out for 7 days. That 7-day pass will get you the remainder of the NIT tournament, as well as the March Madness, right? We got this Final Four, the championship game, all the NBA, all the NHL as we're closing down the regular season. Of course, the first week of baseball is covered on that 7. If Mindy's in action, we'll see how that rolls. Again, she's you may get some free ones in there on the live show, but I don't know if the premiums are ready yet. But anyway, we'll just keep it at that. Get the 30-day pass, and that will include the MLB as well in the premium plays there. That'll be enough time for me to get the data so that you'd have to upgrade to the 30-day pass for that. Of course, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll take $66 off that 30-day pass when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. Then you'll land on Mindy's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy also will put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy, content up there. Of course, morning steams now Wednesday through Monday, a show today in the books. And of course, they can find more content on the Discord. And of course, you always list the games for the next day.
Yeah, I got my free social media pick out there on Twitter today. So find me at Tony's Picks Mindy so you can get more free picks from us. More winners that we like to put out every day. And make sure you join us in the mornings, 8 a.m. Central Time, every Wednesday through Monday, taking Tuesdays off here from here on out, where you can catch us, a whole bunch of like-minded folks that are gaining consensus to make the best place possible to break Vegas. That's what we're here to do here every day. So yeah, make sure you join us. It's where you get the morning steam, so you get to see where the sharps are, where the action's going. how the lines have moved and adjusted from opening, who the injured people are. So yeah, it's a great time. We're having a lot of fun on the show, and we look forward to doing it every day there as well. So thanks for getting us in there on the morning steam, Tony, and then also you can catch us for basically like the after party there on Discord. So you'll find even more information. You'll see, if you're interested in some parlays, there might be some parlays, some same games out there. You're going to see who people like here for prop bets for baseball. I've seen a lot of those this morning. So make sure you sign up for the Discord. Totally free. And then we'll also put the breakdown of, which games we're going to be covering for the next day on the show. So if there's a specific game that you like, make sure you go ahead and type that in there, and we'll be sure to accommodate to cover everything that we need. So yeah, having a lot of fun on the show. So glad you guys can join us. 8 a.m. Central. Be there tomorrow.
That's right. Be there
Opening
tomorrow.
days.
Opening date baseball, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Joined Mindy and Ramon for the morning steam. A lot of baseball coverage, a lot of day games. So make sure you guys tune in. Of course, a lot of content as well. Tony Six Mindy for more from Mindy there on her Twitter with picks, and of course the Discord. Follow the link there in the description. You'll get there for more picks from the community there, as well as some of our cappers. All right, Mindy, have yourself a great afternoon. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right. See ya.
You got it. Mindy Han here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here on Game Day Picks, Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us. Take part in our chat. Just get the plays in real time. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Time to welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll catch him over at TonySpicks.com leaderboard. You check him up there, top of the leaderboard, putting up some fantastic numbers right now, as you guys can tell. We'll bring him in right now. Ready for roll with Ramon. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, you're only as good as your last pick. I've lost 2 straight results. Let's just be fair and open and honest with our results. I said yesterday I was kidding, right? It didn't have a monster day in a few weeks. Well, we really knocked one out. But it's not just me, Tony. That handicapper leaderboard has been deep for days with the entire team, really. 10 deep every day with profitable cappers. And I don't know, we're not running a full roster necessarily compared to the other sites.
Half, yeah, pretty much half. Right, yeah, we pretty much half of what everyone else is. But yeah, we're putting some great results up there. But speaking of results tonight, we go to the NBA here with the Jazz and the Spurs getting together here. Jazz up to a 4.5, total 234.5.
Yeah, well, baseball games to preview, so here we are. Anyways, Utah and San Antonio. Maybe not the worst game on the card, not the best, but it is an important game. It's desperation time for the Utah Jazz. This is it, man. Time is running out. It may be over, actually, considering Utah's upcoming schedule. They're sitting right now in 12th. They're a half a game back of Dallas. They're 2 back of the Lakers and OKC. Probably not going to make that play in the way it's going for Utah. They just lost to Phoenix, 117-103 for their 4th straight loss here. So it's going bad for Utah at the wrong time. And now Lauri Markkanen is going to miss that game. It hasn't quite worked out for him with his injury. So he's going to need a little bit more to recover from that. And that's big time, right? He's a big time scorer. So he's out for Utah tonight. So is Jordan Clarkson, another pretty decent scorer. So looking for maybe this one. When I look on the surface and I see Utah and San Antonio, my radar goes right up to over. I'm like thinking over, right? Even especially at home, San Antonio. Maybe they can get something done, but I don't know about right now if they can get this game to an over with Utah. The public saying over. It looks like the pundits that have talked about this game. I think you look because of the 2 teams and their propensity to go over, but look what you're missing with Markkanen, with Clarkson, and on the other side with San Antonio. Look, we don't want to call them a bunch of no-namers. These guys are professional basketball players. But look for the players that are out for San Antonio once again. These guys are having trouble right now at the end of the season getting on the court. Keldon Johnson. A lot of average fan is going to say, who's Keldon Johnson? We know. You guys know. We're all, our channel. We know who these guys. Keldon Johnson's a 22 points a game scorer. He's like, the San Antonio's long-term hope. He's a very good-looking player. He's got, big promise, Keldon Johnson. Who else is out? Vassell. Vassal averages 18 a game. That's 40 points a game from San Antonio, a team that just got beat on their road trip by an average of 31 points per game on their 4-game losing streak on their road trip. They've gone under in 4 of their last 5. So, and Sohan is out too. Now he's not a scorer. We know but he's a do it all. He's great to watch, fun to watch. There, he definitely we know we made it to the All Star weekend with the Rising Stars game. So they'll be coming in with guys like Jones and Branham and Bates Diop and I guess your buddy too, Tony, that doesn't play any defense for Utah anyway. Fontecchio will be in there. Maybe San Antonio. But who's up with it against him? McDermott. Maybe McDermott can score, but he's not going to be a big time scorer. I've got this one going under, Tony. The meetings last month, San Antonio actually won one of them, 102-94. They've actually this has been Utah's worst series. San Antonio's kind of had their number until that one win. San Antonio 102-94. The Spurs grabbed it, but Utah won before that 118-102. That was also an under. That was the one that stopped kind of the run of San Antonio. So 4 of the last 5 meetings have gone under. Utah's gone under in 4 of their last 5 against sub 500 teams, and I think it's going under again. Maybe 117-107, maybe 112-102, but I don't think the Spurs can contribute enough right now without. We will often say, hey, just because the leading scorers are out, guys will step up. There's always a little bit of tick down, right? I mean, you're not going to be able to make up for a scorer. And for San Antonio, a team that doesn't necessarily have, I don't think they would have the same depth. Otherwise, they'd have a better record. When they're missing 40 points out of their starting lineup, I think that's a big deal. I've got this one under 234, Utah and San Antonio. Maybe for Utah, Tony, you think if a team's given up, maybe it's on the defensive end, but I'm not so sure about that. And Utah, I don't know how they feel about it going in, but like I said, all the rest of their games are, I believe, against playoff-bound teams. So they're on the outside looking in, and I don't think they're going to make it in to the postseason. I think we've known that for a couple of weeks now, but the door is closing.
Yeah, the door is closing for Utah. It's pretty bleak when you look at the stand. Now you got to definitely look at the standings to see where the teams stand. Looks to me like there's 3 teams playing for 2. There's a team out there like Dallas that's outside looking in, OKC as well, and the Lakers. Those 3 seem to be battling for that 9-10 at the end, the way it looks. I don't know with LeBron in the lineup. We'll see what happens. It was a horrible loss for OKC last night. That was one of the worst losses of the season for any team, I think, last night. That could really dampen their playoff hopes there, losing a game like that. Lakers in a revenge spot tonight. But again, with the Spurs, the situation with them is Ken, you're not looking at a spread cover, but man, their second half collapses, especially in those fourth quarters, have just been atrocious.
I mean, when you got 15s and 21s up there in your fourth quarter, that's where it's coming to heed, right? You have these guys. Again, they were terrible on that road trip, and they missed some of these players on that road trip as well. There have been a few guys that have come back in the lineup, but to me, Keldon Johnson, I mean, this guy, I think everybody agrees this guy's a baller, and Vassal has been putting up the points. So without those, I think that's where it's coming down to not being able to, I don't want to say finishing out games. Here's a team that's lost 6 of their last 7 games, and we know that they've been one of the worst teams in the league all season, but you really need something there in the end. So Mindy and I went with San Antonio, went with Utah. I'm sorry, Tony. Utah, we were willing to lay 6 points this morning, and it's down there to 4.5. I guess the move is on San Antonio, maybe because Markkanen's out, maybe because of what we talked about with the playoff picture, but Utah should be able to get this win, maybe even by double digits, I would think. Basically, because of what you said, too, the fade factor there in the fourth quarter for the Spurs, especially missing a bulk of players tonight. A few have come back, but really, it's 5 or 6 players off their general roster that'll be out for tonight's game.
Yeah, it's a little different in this NBA when we're talking about backups stepping up because of the higher shooting percentage that we're seeing now in the league and the faster play. these guys that aren't getting the reps, it's going to be a little more difficult for them to step up and play at this high rate of these starters now, especially with the speed of the game and the shooting percentages, how high they. I mean, 47% shooting isn't any good anymore. I mean, I'm glad it used to be like a top number, but it's amazing when you look at some of the bottom third, when you look at some of the past trends here, past 15 games or so, and you look at shooting, looking at teams, the bottom third, it's 47% from the field in the bottom third now. It's insane. All right, Ramon here, Jazz Spurs under 234. This one to have a start time here, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Of course, Ramon, look at these numbers here for 2023. 5,897 units of profit based on a $100 wager, like pretty much all the multi-capper sites out there in the universe that document their handicappers. Top performer anywhere you'll find here. Great results there on those sites that actually use $1,000. As I know, there's a few sites out there that get no traffic. They try to inflate them. Well, if you add another zero to it, that would be 58,970 units for those sites that use 1,000 as a bet. I run into some of those. But anyway, Ramon, great results here for 2023. 10 games on the board, NBA, a few on the ice right before baseball. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, gotta be proud of that, Tony. We only picking sides and totals and money lines here, and some first fives when we get to baseball. But proud of that number. Thank you. We'll try to keep it going here. As all of our cappers, like I said, doing great. Hey, today, well, let's be honest, light day here with the NBA, 10-game card, 3-game hockey card. I've got a 3-pack right now in the NBA. My best plays. I've got a few more that I'm looking at, and we know the card's a little bit ugly with some of these lops that might have to just hang right here because you know what tomorrow is, the start of baseball season, and we'll probably go a little bit heavy there, thinking that maybe we're going to put our numbers to the test against the bookmakers right away to start out the season. I'm not saying we're playing with house money here, but hey, you got the aces out there, should be able to, make a determination who you like in some of those opening day games. We know opening day kind of reflects the true value. Yeah, there's upsets in baseball, but the opening day reflects the true value of the franchise, of the club. So we'll be in action tomorrow for sure. But let's stick with this 3-pack today in the NBA. Pick it up for $30 and keep the roll going with Red Hot Ramon Scott. I even talked to myself in the third person. I'm so hot. So why not grab that 3-pack or grab the 3-day, the 7-day. We had some sales on the longer-term packages today. Makes me very happy. Thank you so much to the viewers. If it was you out there, thank you so much. Also, Tony right there, the $15 discount best bet. 3-game card in the NHL. I'm just going to go with one play today. It's in the Florida-Toronto game. Mindy and I agreed on the morning steam that the Toronto Maple Leafs were going to beat the Florida Panthers. We had that on the show today, so pick up my totals bet. Mindy already gave you a preview. Let's see if I agree with her. Pick up my NHL Wednesday discount best bet. Credit guarantee, just $15. If I don't win that, you're going to get credits back to your account to try with me again or another handicapper. That's the great thing about the Tony'sPicks.com profit guarantee, that our packages must win. That's why I keep winning. I can't afford to lose. So let's keep winning with Ramon Scott here over at Tony'sPicks.com. Hey, pick up one of those packages right now. Let's do it, huh? Let's skip that 7-day because you got Major League Baseball opening week. Everybody makes a joke, Tony, everyone bets baseball for the first week, and then they're done for the summer. Not if you're following me. Not if you're following the cappers at Tony's Picks. We're going to have winning handicappers. There's no doubt about it. The way things are going, I expect we'll be able to pull through somehow another summer. Once we get out of the basketball and hockey playoffs, we get through those month and a half to 2 months of baseball action, get you to football, but you want to be in action. You got to keep that bankroll going, especially if you've been tailing me, if you've been on these picks for this year and seeing that profit. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Tony. We're doing this on $100 unit picks. So when you're up nearly 60 units, that's no joke. I deal in a lot of high volume. That's the only way I can get there. So be prepared, be ready. If you're coming in on one of my long-term packages and you don't feel comfortable playing, if your full unit is nickels and dimes, step it down. Take it down, 3, 4, whatever you want to do. That's up to you. We're just giving the picks. but I'm sure that everyone's pretty happy the way things are going, my subscribers to those packages right now. Short-term package, hey, let's go big, grab that 3-pack tonight in the NBA, and let's hit it on a day like today where, I don't know if it's a great card necessarily, but the action's out there, and we're going to be in action tonight at Tony'sPicks.com.
That's right, guys. Got board with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com because we put the results up again here. It's been on absolute fire. 5,897 units of profit here for 2023. So go ahead and get on board with Ramon tonight, as he was mentioning, plays up on the board here from the NBA, a 3-pack, as well as a best bet from the NHL. So get on board there. And of course, instead of buying these plays individually, you may opt for that 7-day all sports pass the way Ramon's running. 7 days of plays from Ramon Scott, all his NBA, all his NHL. That would also include the remainder here of the NIT final, as well as the NCAA Tournament Final Four, as well as the championship game next Monday, and baseball for 7 days on that 7-day all sports pass. That's a great value right now. We'll save you 20% off when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then you'll land right on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up there. All right, Ramon, we put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony6Ramon. More content there. And of course, they get your updates as well. These are now in the hands of Ramon, and the adults are in charge now. They have their Twitter accounts up there. And as well, we can catch you the morning steam and a little bit more content on the Discord. And of course, you also provide picks on the site.
Yeah, by the way, right? So tonight, Tony, on those free picks on the site, on the embedded picks with our limited selection, hey, how about checking me out on the embedded videos where I have plays in the American Hockey League tonight? How about that? We don't cover it necessarily in our back end, but I took a look at the card tonight in the AHL, my late games, and I've got an embedded video, the sponsor video there, a game in the AHL, and also with the leaderboard video, which took like 5.5 minutes to go over all those winners, Tony, on the site. Sometimes it only takes 4 minutes, but right now, with everybody winning, I like to mention all of them, mention everybody, especially our new cappers in our conglomeration with a group of cappers that have been doing very, very well. So that looks great. Those numbers all looking great. Pick up those picks there. Also on Twitter, send something nice out for you a little bit here. Kind of regurgitating some of the videos and things like that, but also putting out original free picks as well. And I think that's where some more of the NBA picks might end up tonight, because it's a card where I'm not going to go very deep, I think, with baseball on deck, if you will. So check those out as well. We're back with more morning steam. So you're guaranteed at least 15 picks tomorrow in Major League Baseball, if not more, and also a big card in hockey tomorrow, and just a 2-game card in NBA on Thursday, but getting ready also for the Final Four on Saturday. Oh gosh, getting nervous with that one. So just good action here at Tony'sPicks.com. Check out those handicapper leaderboards, see who's hot, and then get signed up with our crew. Look, not just me, everyone's hot. Everyone's putting up a really strong percentage right now. Everybody really doing a good job, Tony. You should be happy with the cappers on the site. I know you already are, but doing those leaderboard videos every day is fun, especially when it's running 10 deep on profitable cappers over the last several days over at Tony'sPicks.com. So check us out, check me out, and don't forget to join us tomorrow with more Morning Steam, 6 a.m. Pacific, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Mindy, Han, and I will be here to break down. It's beautiful, Tony, to look at that odds board of baseball lines with the pitchers listed, and if there's been any movement, real beautiful for a nerd like me that likes to look at the betting screen.
That's right. And to see Patrick Corbin start for the Washington Nationals, he's what the heck is he doing still in baseball? Oh my goodness, you got to be out of your mind. And anyway, all right, guys, check out the leaderboard videos here. As you can see, Ramon here updates the leaderboard with his free pick as well. So we got a couple of zones here on our site here. So click the premium tabs, the leaderboard update video, get caught up on what's going on our site and our leaders on the site. And of course, you get a free pick there from Ramon. And of course, you can go to the homepage, and of course, we've got a sponsored video pick and a lot of sponsors sponsored the video pick there on the homepage. Just scroll down near the pick ticker. That's where you'll find it. You can also find Ramon on the Discord. Just click the link you see there in the chat box, and you'll get to our Discord for more content. And of course, remember, it was Tony's Picks Ramon for Ramon's Twitter account here on our site. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
See you then, Tony. Thanks a lot.
Got Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time here on our show. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Let me get the full-length graphic up there so you know what we're all about. Game Day Picks, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's continue on here. Time for my play. We'll get my card up here for you right now. As we go to the full odds, we got the Knicks here are the home team against the Heat. The Knicks are laying 4 now. This game was bounced between 4 and 4.5. There's still some question marks here about Brunson. And, of course, Jimmy Butler still was listed here as probable today in this one. But, Quickly has been playing pretty good for this Knicks team. So I'm going to back them in this spot. We're going to go here with the New York Knicks here, laying the 4 here against the Miami Heat. I like what I'm seeing from this Knicks team. Not so much from this Heat team. There have been issues with them shooting the basketball. But, New York at home have been strong here. They've won 5 of 7 at home, a plus 11 net rating, averaging 125 points per 100 possessions, 52% shooting, 40% from 3. Now, Quickly's look good in subbing for the injured Brunson. Of course, this is a back-to-back spot for the Heat. The Heat have lost 3 of 5 on the road. It's the shooting, right? Just 44% shooting overall, 32% from 3, a minus 4 net rating, just 108 points per 100 possessions. We'll look at the Knicks here, laying the 4 here against the Miami Heat. Of course, this one tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time. All right, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com. And, of course, you'll be able to find lots of content up there as well. Actually, my premium plays today, we'll just have one on the board today. I was looking at more of them, but, again, a lot of question marks with some of these players' status tonight. But we do have a best bet. Our best bet has been on absolute fire, I think, for the year, nearly 2,200 units of profit. I've been very heavy on the NBA during March. With my best bet, as I said this over and over again, I'm seeing great value on this NBA board on a handful of games. Actually, one. There's always a game that's sticking out to me that's a very good value. Another one tonight. There's been more than one on several occasions, but I'm only can come in with one best bet. But as I said, I was going to focus on NBA during March. You're going to get a lot of these tight lines during March Madness. Look for the value elsewhere, and that's what I did. I found it elsewhere in the NBA. My best bets have been hitting like crazy. So go ahead and check it out there on our and get on board with that $15 premium play up there right now. It is profit guarantee. You must turn a profit with the amount you purchase is credit back to your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. And of course, you can also go longer term. That 1 month pass will get all of my premium plays for 30 days, including all my NBA. We'll get you some playoff coverage as well as MLB there for the 30-day period. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks, and let's take a visit here. Let's see what's happening in the chat room, guys. You're always welcome to join our chat room there with lots of great plays in there. Someone asking about the Leafs and Panthers. That was previewed, as Ramon said. That was previewed on the morning show. Go to our channel and go to the morning steam. Go to our live. If you click the live tab, you can see the entire morning steam show. Also, our editing team, what they do is they put the videos together individually, and they also now group them in whole. So if you want to watch the entire NHL rundown segment, you can watch that. If you just want to watch the NBA segment, you can watch that. So our video crew has edited them together, and at some point we're going to start zoning our site and start embedding these on our website so you can make it easier for you guys to get that content on our site as well. So Lex Steele likes the Knicks money line here. There we go, and as well. So there you go. So check out Ramon. Knicks first half, that's a possibility. I wouldn't doubt that. Although again, I think on the back-to-back, I would also keep an eye on the Knicks second half. So I wouldn't just rule out the first half. Keep your eyes on looking at the second half play as well in this one. But and of course, many for the game. So the first thing was a lot of content there, guys. So check it out. All these games that we covered all the games in the NBA was covered by Ramon and Mindy this morning. I also have a full video on all of these games as well. So I'm just basically selecting the one that did not make my premium, but would have made my premium. Actually, if I had 4, I was 4.5, I think, when I was putting my plays in. But now that it came to 4, I was like, actually, let me see if it's 4, where the 4 is. That's a good question. We are using the sharpest book in Vegas for our line service here. And let's see here where we're at on this one. it's still 4.5. I'm seeing 4.5 in the sharpest book in the world, and 4s in most other places. Although there are some shops showing 4.5 right now. The local guys doing about 4.5 on his little on the provided line provider that provides the local guys 4.5. Showing 4s most places. Actually, a 3.5. Believe it or not, this has dropped a half point at some places as well. So that's interesting. Let's see if we can see it. Let's see if this is up on ours here. Are we back here? No, that's not the tab here. Let me take a look here. Full odds. Let me see where we're at here. We're still at 4 here on this one. Okay, so that's how it looks. But again, guys, participate in our chat. Welcome. Like to thank everybody's contributions for today. Let's get to the recap here. And today it was Mindy started us off with Panthers Maple Leafs over 7. Ramon was on the Jazz Spurs under 234. I will be on the Knicks here, lay the 4 here against the Miami Heat. All right, that's going to do it here for this show, guys. Remember to tune in again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. Bring our cappers here in from Tony's Picks. We'll get out the place for you there for the action here on Thursday. A lot of baseball. Personally, we'll be covered. We got a lot of day games tomorrow, some in the prime time as well. NBA 2-game NBA cards, a lot of hockey. So we'll have a lot of content for you on the show tomorrow. All right, let's go ahead and bring in our crew from day. Bring them in right now. Going to wake up about it, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again.